Yeah, because I've heard it's like super iconic.
Yeah, but I don't really know why. Well, obviously it's like, I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah.
But I think this part of like
My expectations of London were very different to what London has actually been for me. When I first came here, I thought that I would never leave. London as a city is full of creatives, and it's really inspiring to be surrounded by like-minded people that are really creative and they want to try to break through and do their own stuff. It's nice to be anonymous in a big place, but sometimes you can really feel caught up within the vortex of London.
I grew up like in the Midlands, and I think even that, like, you've lived really far away from London and had your own expectations, but even like living really close to London as a kid, it feels like this huge place that you're never gonna be part of, you know? And I think also like it's got this fairy tale element to it, like Dick Whittington, like you go to London to make your fortune. And it hasn't been like that. You actually get poorer moving to London. I went to university in like a really small town, and I got a glimpse of like what it must have been like for you to live in a small town and like how nice that was. And I think when I moved to London I was a bit like, oh, I'm never gonna have that back. But actually being surrounded by all these like overwhelming amounts of people, and I know loads of people find it really overwhelming, but actually I find it really weirdly calming. I think just because like when there's so many people, you either can feel really insignificant or you can feel like really calm because you're not being watched.
Yeah.
Like if out of all the people on the platform, I bet nobody's watching you. Like, and I bet like if you change your career or if you like decide to do something weird, like it doesn't really change London. Like London is a bit impenetrable.
The thing that I find hilarious is the fact that everyone will be chatting when you go, for example, to the tube or something like that, and everyone's chatting, even if you're with your best friend or something. And as soon as you walk onto the tube, conversation sort of stops, whether it's like your best friend or like a family member. You just sort of stand there and it's like everyone's silent. So you'll just walk in and you'll be chatting, and as soon as you step on the tube, it's like. And you could be this far away from someone else, and it's just dead silence, and everyone's. Yeah, it's really. I thought that was really funny.
I think that my expectations of London as a kid was like, that's the place that you go to be successful. That's the place where people who have made it live. And actually, like, the reality is that there's so many people here who haven't made it and are just living their lives, and that's okay. And that's quite reassuring. Like, I actually think I could have a really boring job in London and still be really happy because the place is so vibrant and the people are so interesting. And like, it's actually the place that you can go and have a really boring job and still be really happy.
Yeah.
Just like weird. I don't know. There might be a time when I feel like I'm done, like I've done everything.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, like when I'm this young, like that feels like that will never happen. Are you gonna miss it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm excited to go home, but at the same time, it's such a cool place, and I've met some incredible people like you. It's just really cool. People are so passionate about things. People are really articulate, and you have really interesting intellectual conversations as well as very funny humour, and yeah, definitely gonna miss it. Do you want to do an outro? Do you a snog frog?
Frog snog out.
Frog snog out.
Oh yeah, I should know. This is part of a series. It's called 40 Questions with Lena. You can't. No, it's not. What's it called?
40 days of questions.
You know, 40 days of questions. You can watch the playlist here. It's pretty exciting, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.